make clear one last time that once and for all, Albany begin to change its practices around big money in politics.
That's right. Yeah.
There is an alternative to this current big money private donor system. And it's known as what we call fair elections, a small donor-focused alternative. It's a voluntary system, but where it's used, everybody volunteers to use it because it refocuses elected officials and candidates running for office focused entirely on their districts, not needing to dial for big dollars, not needing to hold those Albany fundraisers, but in the district, back home, collecting small contributions from the very voters they're talking to vote for them.
This is an issue that I have supported for many, many years. There is really no better way of funding elections than to have a matching program. And that is because, many people are not acculturated to give, and they're not encouraged to give, and they don't feel that it's going to matter if they give, because that money is going to be a very small piece of the pie, as opposed to a larger piece of the pie. And so what fair elections and public matching funds will do is make the people's voices a larger piece of that pie.
Hey, we've got to make sure that we're speaking up for the speechless, we're providing a voice for the voiceless, and public matching starts to do that. It's saying that someone that thought maybe they could never run, like was said before, that this gives them an opportunity to say, you know what, I will run. And I have a deep belief that as a senator, that I don't own this seat, that I have to be responsible to the people that elected me, and I'm on for an interview for my job every 2 years. And to have competitive elections keeps myself and our lawmakers on our toes. It forces our lawmakers to be sharper, to be better representatives of the people that they represent. And that's what's overdue here in Albany. It's time to dust off these old laws, make sure we're bringing them into the 21st century, do what so many other states have already done. Public matching is a way to do that. Let's get it done now while we have the opportunity. We have lawmakers that have committed to it. Let's hold them to it, and let's put our money where our mouth is.
We must enact a system of public financing for our elections so that we empower voters, not deep-pocketed donors, so that we can actually come here and do the people's work. We want to fight for fair rent regulations, we have to pass fair elections in our campaigns. We want to fight for environmental protections, we have to pass fair elections in our campaigns. We want to stand here and fight for fair funding of our schools, we have to pass fair elections in our campaigns, and we're not going to solve these problems, the problems that we keep coming here to Albany to fight year after year, decade after decade, over and over and over again, until we get the money out.
That's what this is about. It is about the ultra-wealthy, the 1% of the 1%, still being able to have the most important seat at the table, while everyday New Yorkers can't even get through the door.
And so the message is really clear. You don't have to use that big money private system anymore. Not if, in this budget, in the next 3 days, you put in law a system of small donor public matching funds. Am I right?
Right.
All right. They have a choice to make. They have a choice to make in the next 3 days. Are we going to just do the status quo, business as usual, just like the olden days, just like when the Moreland Commission told us what the solution was, right? Are we going to take that solution? Are we going to say, enough is enough, we want to do things a different way and make this a government of, by, and for the people truly?